In my store, I have two categories now, rings and bracelets. And if I click on rings, I haven't had any products or anything, but you see it just has that. And I want to add a subcategory called wedding rings. So I go back to admin, and I click on categories, and I can either add a category here, click the add category here to do a subcategory. Let me go ahead and do that. I'll click the add category here, and I'm going to call it wedding rings. But I want it to be underneath the rings category, so here's parent category. I'm going to click lookup, and it looks up all the categories, and I want to put it under rings, so I click select, and it puts the rings parent category in there. If I knew it was rings, was the category code, I could just type it in there, and then I can say add, and now when I click on categories, wedding rings shows up, and if I click the little plus sign next to it, it doesn't show up in the big list, but if I click the plus sign next to rings, it shows up as a subcategory under rings. So that shows how you can add another subcategory. If you expand this like this, you see add subcategory here. You can click that right there, and you've got an add category, but the parent category is already filled in. That's the only real difference. So let me call it engagement rings, and I'll click add. And now on the left you see under rings there's wedding rings and engagement rings, and if I just go straight to categories, they all show up as categories.